Hey there everyone, I'm Daniel, and today we're going to talk about one of the best starter tanks, in my opinion, for betta owners. Now, I haven't owned a betta in a while, but as you know, I got him in here, and he doesn't really seem to do anything with the plants. He swims more middle, and then right back there, right behind that plant. So I really don't think he needs this really big thing. This is a 1.5 gallon cylinder plastic container that I got from Meyer. It's just dog biscuits container. I have these two LEDs over it. They're not very bright. They barely look like anything at night, so there's no point. I got a pretty good escape going in there and stuff, but sort of not gonna work because the water's really cloudy. He doesn't really go down to the bottom much. And I just feel he'll be able to see out of that one a lot better because it's sort of square. But enough talking about this. Let's talk about this. So what I've got here, this is a 4-inch Aqua Mist air stone. You put it right in the back, sit it up like that under the gravel. Put something to hide it. I'll just add some oxygen to the water so he's not breathing heavily. Now, bettas, they do take a breath of air every 60 seconds. But I still say that you should probably have a air stone no matter what. Now, I will be taking out the air stone once I get my darters because they're going to need the air pump because they need a high flow of oxygen. Your betta really doesn't. But let's take a look at some of the things to do with this tank here. Now, it's not very big. It's a 1 gallon. So it's not the biggest thing in the world. I haven't taken anything off of it. This is how it came. It's got some plastic wrap over it. That is a hole. I'm pretty sure it's to feed your fish. Right here you can put batteries in. See, put batteries in there. Or you can plug it in with a phone charger. Luckily it's Android, not Apple. Right there's the button, obviously how you control the light. Hoping it only has one setting of light, and that is just a white LED. That's what I'm hoping. Base lighting. Yeah, that means it comes out. Right there you can see some things in the corners. Those are the lights, and that's because you're supposed to have them stones in there. But that's not what I'm putting in here, you see. Though I do have them, I have a few of them down there, which I don't know, maybe I'll put them in there, like right on certain areas of the gravel. Just put one of them in there, and then center the gravel around it just to make it so the light shoots up through there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something though. Probably by the end of today I'll hopefully have that fish in here. So it is a Tetra. It's an LED betta tank. Classical starter tank. It's plastic, so it's pretty durable. It's weird that the LEDs are in the base, though. Not too fond of that. But let's take things off of it so we can see how this is gonna go. I think I can do it with one hand on this side. Hang on. This is proving very difficult. There we go. Now that I got that, this should go a little bit easier. Let's actually put this on my bed. Yeah, there we go. Turn it upside down. Go just like this. Oh, the base is coming off here. What is that? Is that supposed to do that? I don't even know. Hang on here. So I figured out that the base is supposed to come off, so you gotta be very careful with that, obviously. I want to get that base plugged in and actually see how bright them LEDs are. But basically, that is the tank. It is not very big, but it does tower upwards, and it's not very tall. As you can see, compared to this, it is actually wider than that, so he'll have a lot more swimming room than he did ever in this. There's not as much room at the bottom, but he does not spend that much time at the bottom, so I thought this would be pretty good here. This just comes off just like that for you to do all the things with the water and stuff. I don't want to touch it too much because I don't want to smudge it up and make it so I can't really see my betta too well. But let's get these LEDs running. So this thing just looks like a box without the base here, but that's basically the base. It just comes right off. It's really light. There's nothing in it quite yet. Oh, that was pushed in. Yeah, I can see how that's going to work. Let's clear some stuff off my bed. It was $16 for the entire little thing I got here. You know, you would have to buy betta food, which that's about $3. You know, gravel plants. The gravel, about for just a little bit to fill up that thing, about $2 to $3. And plants, you could get little $2, $3 plants, and then of course little river stones, which are $1.99. So you'd be walking away with about $30 spent on a little setup here when you really could get one with a filter for $36, you know, an entire thing. But that's not what I wanted because my parents are not going to allow that. They're not going to allow me to have a filter in it unless I buy it myself with money I make myself and not from them. So I'm going to have to make my own money for a filter because I am getting one. Alright, let's check this thing out. I want to see how bright these LEDs are. I want to know if they're good quality LEDs. I want to know if I got what I paid for, which is this was $14. So, oh wow, those are actually really bright. They're not bright enough to annoy the betta though, which is perfect. Those are like on point, awesome. Let's put it here, like on this box here, and see how that looks. Oh, first I want to take that insert out of here. So let's just take off this lid and get this thing out of here. So we can read it. Oh, it's taped in there, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. There we go. So basically it's got instructions on it right here. Start here. LED betta tank. Carefully remove packaging to clean tank. Use clean water and paper towels. Do not use chemicals not intended for aquarium use. Add 4 AA batteries, not included, to the battery compartment, micro USB. So they give you some pretty good. Oh, there's a limited warranty. Let's see. Within 1 year from the date of original purchase, we will repair or replace at our, which is deemed defective. So they're saying that they are going to replace this after 1 year of getting. That's awesome. Within 1 year, if any of the LEDs break, I can get it replaced. So I definitely want to keep my receipt and this that shows that the warranty's on there. So I get a warranty if any one of them LEDs breaks, and they replace it for free, I'm guessing. You know, it's just a little LED, so. Or I can probably redneck rig it and replace it myself, but yeah, let's get the box on there and see how that looks. So I got the box on here now, right there as you can see. So let's turn on that LED and see how that's gonna look. That is trippy. That looks really cool. Now the aquarium actually extends off of the thing a little bit. I think that's a little over 4 inches. I say that's about. It's about as long as King, so that's about 6.5 inches. So I bought a little bit of a smaller one, but it was cheap, you know. Right here, yeah, it's a little small, but it'll do. Hey, at least it isn't 4 inches across like I thought it was. I'll probably put a plant right in the middle there. Put a couple clear rocks right there. You know, try to make them so they're not noticeable, just so it can, like, come up through, you know. But before I do anything with that, I'm going to shut off this light. Right there. And what you have to do for this, you can't just simply rinse it off, okay? You have to let it sit in water, alright, for 15 minutes is what it said. Now, I would have just used my smaller air stone, but I cannot find it. And plus, I like this a lot more. I was going to buy some betta food, but I sort of don't need it. I have Tetracolor and then Tetra Min up there, which will both work fine for him. It's a pretty cool little tank, and for just them, 16 bucks, I mean, it's alright. You know, you can definitely do some cool things with it. What I'm planning to do in, like, the next month is instead of having gravel, I'm going to have sand in a little while. Just a little bit of sand. I'll probably take some from out there and let it soak for a while. Guarantee my dad knows how to do that. Then I'm going to buy live plants. I want some little Java fern clippings. You know, I'll probably have a young sword, Amazon sword thing. There was this really cool looking thing at Myers, a really cool looking plant. I think it would look really good with a crown tail betta because it sort of looks like these, but it's not. It looks really cool. I think it'd look really good in there. Plus it's tropical plants, so do a lot better. I'm going to add cold water in there. Well, not cold water, cool water, and I think the LEDs should help warm it up, basically. And I do have a heater, which, because it is a flat back, I might be able to fit it. Hang on, how big is it? Oh yeah, I can have this in here. The only problem is I can't have it in there for too long because it's a 50 watt, I think. Let's see. 33. No, I guess maybe it's a 33 watt and I was incorrect. Does that mean this is a 50? No, this is a 200 watt. Then where's the wattage on this? Maybe I have two different heaters in here or something. I don't know, but I think this is a 33 watt now. Never mind. And hey, look at that. It's also by Tetra. Look at that. What's the other words down here? Preset heater, fully submersible, made in China. So I have a full Tetra setup here. Except for this, I don't think this is Tetra. Yeah, it's a Meyer brand. That's why it was so cheap. I think that's going to go good with my betta because he doesn't really like moving around. He picks a spot and he stays there. So he doesn't really like moving around. He likes things that he can see more than things he can see in the aquarium, because when I did the rescape, he's just like, oh, okay, and now he's just looking at me, so I don't think there's really any point for anything over a gallon. So let's get this submerged. Okay, so it says I'm supposed to put it in the aquarium to do that, to let it soak, but I'm better safe than sorry. You know, it's a small aquarium. No filter. I'm going to let it soak in some water, and then I'm going to turn it on while it's in the water. I'm not going to let it soak for too long, you know, but there's obviously some chemicals on it. It's just like when you buy a new plant. You got to wash off all the chemicals. You can do that by a quick rinse. Bettas are really hardy fish anyway, so it won't be extremely hard. But that's basically all I'm going to do. I'm going to get like one or two of them blue rocks, probably put it in that back left. I'm going to get that main plant, and then maybe one of them green ones. That'll make it look pretty full. That one will be pretty tall in here. That's almost as tall as this actually, but it's not as tall. Plus, I don't like the cylinder look to this. So, I guess I'll see everyone in my next video. Hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you all later.